Hello and welcome back to Road TRIpVIA, the once-a-day road trip trivia quiz. Today, episode number 959, the category, the Final 50 Trivia Challenge. Today, part 42, I know nothing about the person who submitted today's quiz. Their username is NaughtyCat. I don't know anything about the person, but I do know the quiz is pretty good. 21 questions, random categories, random difficulties. Good luck. Question number 1. This ship was 269 meters long. It is also the name of a James Cameron movie which stars Kate Winslet and Leonardo DiCaprio. What is the name of this ship which is famous for sinking on its maiden voyage after hitting an iceberg in the Atlantic Ocean? The answer is the Titanic. Question number 2. This album is known to be paired with the movie Wizard of Oz. The cover of this album features a white light passing through a prism and turning into a rainbow. What is the title of this Pink Floyd album featuring singles such as Money and Time? That album is called The Dark Side of the Moon. Question number 3. The first law states energy can neither be created or destroyed. It can be transferred from one form to another. The third law states the entropy of perfect crystal is 0 when the temperature of the crystal is equal to absolute 0. What is the name of this scientific set of 4 laws? The answer is the laws of thermodynamics. Question number 4. This author wrote about the murder of the Clutter family in Holcomb, Kansas in the book In Cold Blood. He also wrote about an unnamed narrator and his cousin's Christmas traditions in the short story A Christmas Memory. Who was this author that was also known for his high-pitched voice? The answer is Truman Capote. Question number 5. While it is not New York City, it has an amusement park named Coney Island. It is also known for its over-the-Rhine neighborhood, which houses the Findlay Market. Name this popular city in Ohio, which sits on the Ohio River. The answer is Cincinnati. Question number 6. The hottest point in the world, Death Valley, is a national park in this state. The tallest tree in the world, Hyperion, is in this state's Redwood National Park. What is this state which houses Yosemite National Park and has a capital of Sacramento? This American state is the state of California. Question number 7. This author's book, Finnegan's Wake, is known as one of the hardest books to read. He wrote a collection of short stories set in his hometown in Dubliners, which features the short story, The Dead. What is the name of this author of Ulysses? The answer is James Joyce. Question number 8. This organelle has a folded inner membrane called the cristae. The process of cellular respiration takes place in this organelle, which produces ATP. What is the name of this organelle, which is known as the powerhouse of the cell? The answer is Mitochondria. Question number 9. This president survived an attempted assassination by Puerto Rican nationalists. His vice president was Alben Barkley. He succeeded FDR after FDR's death 82 days after being sworn in as vice president. Who was this U.S. president who ordered atomic bombs to be dropped on Japan? The answer, Harry Truman. Question number 10. The fastest one of these contraptions is the Formula Rossa at Ferrari World. The longest wooden one of these things is the Beast at Kings Island. What is this type of ride which includes Space Mountain and Matterhorn bobsleds? The answer is roller coasters. Question number 11. This planet is sometimes called Earth's twin. Its name comes from the Roman goddess of love and beauty. What is this planet, which is the second closest planet to the Sun and is also the hottest planet in our solar system? The hottest planet in our solar system is Venus. Question number 12. This mythological figure was portrayed in a Peter Bruegel the Elder painting. His father was Daedalus, the man who built the labyrinth. Who was this figure in Greek mythology whose wings melted when he flew too close to the sun? His name was Icarus. Question number 13. This actor's first role was in the movie Renaissance Man as Private Tommy Lee Haywood. He played Dusty in Daddy's Home 1 and 2. What is the name of this actor who starred in such films as The Italian Job and Instant Family? The answer is Mark Wahlberg. Question 14. This committee is often associated with McCarthyism, even though Joseph McCarthy never served on the committee itself. The Hollywood 10 refused to cooperate with them and as a result were blacklisted. What is this congressional committee which investigated communist activity in the U.S.? It was called the HCUA or the HUAC, the House Committee on Un-American Activities. Question 15. This author's first novel, The Sea is My Brother, was published 40 years after his death. This author, Allen Ginsberg, and William S. Burroughs were some of the most prominent writers of the Beat generation. Who is this author who wrote about Sal Paradise and Dean Moriarty in On the Road? On the Road was written by Jack Kerouac. Question 16. This game has 42 red and yellow disc-shaped pieces. There is an urban legend that David Bowie created this game. What is the name of this popular game which you can win by having 4 discs in a row vertically, horizontally, or diagonally? The answer is Connect 4. Question 17. Jealousy is called a green-eyed monster in this play. The subtitle of this play is The Moor of Venice. What is this Shakespearean play where the title character kills his wife Desdemona after being convinced that she was cheating on him by Iago? The answer is Othello. Question 18. This singer wrote songs such as Crazy Little Thing Called Love and Don't Stop Me Now. He was portrayed by Rami Malek in the movie Bohemian Rhapsody. Who was this famous lead singer of the rock band Queen? The answer, Freddie Mercury. Question 19. Jack London's The Call of the Wild was first published in serialized form in this magazine. A painting showing a family gathered around the dinner table on Thanksgiving was first published in this magazine also. What was this iconic magazine where Norman Rockwell's For Freedom series was first published? The answer is the Saturday Evening Post. Question 20. This artist's studio was The Factory. He was a leading artist of the pop art movement. He produced a work which consisted of 32 canvases, with each containing a painting of a Campbell's soup can. Who was this artist whose painting Shot Sage Blue Maryland sold for $195 million? The answer, Andy Warhol. Alright, that is it for today. Thank you again to everybody who watched this episode. Thank you to NaughtyCat, whoever you are, for submitting this episode. If you win, I will need a little bit more information. There are a few spots left, not many, but I think we're down to the late 40s for the final 50 challenge. So there's only a handful or less spots. If somebody wants to write a 25 question trivia quiz and submit it, you can check out the rules at the very end of this episode or down in the description of this video below. You send in a 25 question quiz. I pick the 21 best questions, throw it into an episode. We whip it out. You go into the drawing for $500 when we do our live episode in late September to celebrate episode number 1000. Thank you to everybody who has submitted quizzes up to this point. You're obviously the only reason we're able to keep these trivia quizzes going right now. As I'm traveling around, I'm doing way too much to write 21 questions every day. You guys are lifesavers. I appreciate it. And so does everybody else who's watching this channel, because they would not be watching this channel without your help. So thank you. Here is question 21. The tiebreaker for episode 959. This animal can regrow lost limbs up to 5 times. They are native to Lake Xochimilco in southern Mexico City. They are critically endangered in the wild, with only a decreasing population of 50 to 1,000 adult individuals. What is the name of this happy-looking species of salamander? If you enjoy following up on these trivia quizzes and looking up some of these questions and answers, this would be a fun one to Google. The answer is an axolotl. These are very cute looking salamanders. They always look like they're smiling. Just almost look alien. They're really neat. If you're Googling questions and answers, look up axolotl. AXOLOTL. And that is it for today. See you tomorrow for another new trivia quiz as we work our way towards episode number 1000.